Roberts for mastery and the 15 points in the World Championship, each of them implicitly and absolutely trusting the other two, because you can't do this sort of neck-and-neck riding unless you do so. Roberts setting up to challenge at Woodcote. Hartog, Sheen, Roberts, no change. 7 laps completed. Sheen challenges again. They go up to 150 miles an hour here as they go down through the gears to Cox. Hartog, Sheen and Roberts round Cox. Up to 6th gear, 145 miles an hour here. Putting 125 horsepower through a contact patch on the road through the rear tyre, which is no bigger than your hand. And that's where blue-perfect timing, superlative reflexes, and absolute mastery of the machine occurs from these three jockeys. Hartog, who comes from Aberkek in Holland, a grass farmer. There's Roberts going through. Just for how long? Now, Roberts in 2nd place. But there is a fantastic cat-and-mouse game going on between these three. Neither willingly giving an inch to the other, each trusting the other two. And I do have a feeling, nevertheless, that Kenny Roberts, notwithstanding the fact that he must have started the race in a worried state of mind with oil on the rear of his machine, has got the upper hand here. Simply because there is something about the way he is riding that makes me think, and did Roberts' hand off the throttle there? His knee comes out. Hartog is a bit of a distance away. They're closing up on a tail ender now, and Sheen is right behind Roberts, and the tail ender is Ron Haslam, who I hadn't expected to start because he came off in practice and did himself a power of no good. Hartog leading. This is lap 10 out of 28. And now Hartog easing away a little, making my prophecy about Kenny Roberts look a little wrong as he does so, because Hartog has for the first time got a discernible lead. But this is where, going down Hanger Straight, Kenny Roberts time after time has managed to feed through more power through the twist grip under his right hand and gain on the Suzukis in front of him. But he's done so as he comes into Woodcote Corner, into Stowe Corner, out of it in 3rd gear, up the very fast stretch, down to Club, 3rd gear. Hartog, Sheen in 3rd position. Roberts sandwiched between the two of them. Ferrari is still in 4th place. Van Dulman is still in 5th place. In 6th position, it is still 79 750cc Cecotto. Then behind Cecotto, and Roberts leads into Woodcote. Now, as the roar goes up from the crowd, who are seeing some magnificent motorcycle racing, it's very, very seldom that you see as close a scrap as this for the lead. Barry Sheen comes out of Roberts' slipstream. You notice the way that they are studiously avoiding that patch of concrete dust on the corner at Cox, because they know that underneath it is oil. And watch too, Virginio Ferrari, number 11, in 4th place, because although he's about 2 seconds behind Barry Sheen, who is 3rd, he's not dropping back at all. Roberts has got the first opportunity to break, because he's coming into the Hanger Straight in 1st position with a clear road in front of him, and this is where he will really wind on the power to try and break the toe between himself, Hartog, who is 2nd, Sheen, who is 3rd, and clear off. But it's highly doubtful that he'll be able to do it the way these other two are riding. Will Hartog, 31 years old. Barry Sheen, number 7, 27 years old. Kenny Roberts, number 1, 28 years old. Not much in it as far as age is concerned. And Roberts right off the circuit, over the line. He will have lost a fraction of a second there. That shows you how very, very hard Kenny and Will Hartog and that man, Barry Sheen, are trying. Woodcote, the end of lap 11. Hartog in the white leathers, Kenny Roberts in the yellow outfit, and the gap between Kenny Roberts, Ferrari through in 4th place, Sheen up into 2nd position out of Hartog's slipstream, Van Dulman is still 5th, and then, although it's of academic interest, and Sheen riding up onto the curving there. Now, number 11, Ferrari is 4th. Behind Ferrari is Van Dulman, and behind Van Dulman, as they go round the right-hander now, is Christian Saron, the Frenchman. Down to Woodcote again to complete the 15th lap. And now Sheen doing it. It could well be that Barry Sheen, yes, at the end of the lap, and the crowd rises, the crowd roars, and Barry Sheen leads at the end of lap 15 down to Cox. Will Hartog dropping back all the time. So the Dutchman is either tired himself, and it's quite... And look at that! Barry Sheen, with absolute effrontery, not only looks over his shoulder, but takes his left clutch hand off the handlebar and waves to Kenny Roberts. And cares Kenny Roberts' answer? Don't you wave at me, young man, because this is what will happen to you. And Kenny Roberts has blasted past Sheen, who goes straight down behind the fairing now. The battle is well and truly on, if it wasn't on before. Sheen challenges again. They will know from their pit signals. Kenny Roberts, Raquel Carruthers, and Sheen leads. And even there, over the noise of the engines, you can hear the cheer of the crowd. And Roberts goes ahead of Sheen as they go under the bridge. Is he going to be able to hold it as they heel over? Yes, indeed he is. And again, Barry Sheen has been cheated of the lead as they cross the line, and that's where the race finishes. They are on lap 23 now. Roberts nearly went onto that concrete patch there. And what an indication of what a very, very cool rider. And is that Hartog? That's Hartog behind Sheen. Will Hartog is putting in a tremendous burst, and he's closing up on Barry Sheen. Will Hartog, who was some 5 seconds behind these two in the closing stages of the race, is piling on the power, and he's caught right up with the two in front of him. Barry Sheen on a work Suzuki like Hartog that you're looking at now. Number 3, the Dutchman from Aberkek, the grass farmer, who won at Hockenheim. And it looks as though Hartog, if he goes the way he is going now, could end up winning this race. He's caught up a tremendous amount in terms of time and distance on Sheen and Roberts. Sheen 2nd, Roberts leads, Hartog 3rd. 1st, 2nd and 3rd go round the right-hander. They're absolutely together. Coming up to Woodcote at the end of lap 27 to start lap 28, and with that tail ender in front of Barry Sheen, now Kenny Roberts goes through 0.69, 69 hundredths of a second ahead of Sheen, and that could well have decided the race in favour of Kenny Roberts, because Barry Sheen is just far enough behind Roberts, I think. Roberts even stands on the rest a little to look back there. But again, he's got two tail-enders in front of him, and Barry Sheen is indiscernibly gaining. Roberts into Beckett's. Sheen behind him. Roberts goes through on the inside of the tail-ender, and the tail-ender looks to me very much like Gianni Rolando, the Italian rider. Roberts is past him, Sheen is past him, down the hanger straight for the last time. The 28th time in this 28-lap race. Into Stowe Corner for the last time. At 100 miles an hour. It's going to be one of the closest Grand Prix finishes for a very, very long time. Sheen is far enough ahead of Will Hartog not to have to worry about the Dutchman as they go to Club Corner. The last but one right-hander on the circuit, because they're coming up to Abbey, and is Barry Sheen going to be able to do anything about it? I doubt it. but Kenny Roberts goes into Abbey. It's that close, you can hardly divide them on the stopwatch. From Abbey up to Woodcote, underneath the bridge is going to be tremendously close as they go into the last corner of the race. This is it, at 130 miles an hour. The checkered flag is out. Kenny Roberts and Barry Sheene is gaining. And there is less than a machine's length in it with a fantastic race, with Will Hartog finishing in third place. And Kenny Roberts won the 1979 Marlborough British Grand Prix at record speed, undoubtedly having shattered the lap record by less than a, there he says, phew, as he shakes his hand. That was indeed, he says, a very close run thing. Barry Sheene has every reason to feel absolutely delighted.